prepare to watch the anime about the game that you're never allowed to play here in the US or the UK. Never once are you allowed to play Phantasy Star Online. Now, this is the thing with this show, watching this one. I love, from what I've seen, of Phantasy Star Online 2. I enjoyed Phantasy Star Online when I played it back in the day. That shit was absolutely on fire, and I absolutely fucking loved that shit. If no one's ever played Phantasy Star Online at all, or seen what Phantasy Star Online 2 and just how amazing that MMO looks, then you should know that this is going to be some shit that you need to play. However, we still haven't got the licensing over that after years of it coming out, even with it having like a PS4, PS Vita version all coming out, and I'm like, why isn't this fucking thing out? So what do we get instead? We get the anime. We get to see how cool the game is for an anime that's pretty fucking bland. Honestly, the only thing that really keeps up this show, honestly, is the fact that you do get to see a lot of Phantasy Star Online stuff, because the main plot, from what I've assumed from it, is that the main character, Itsuki, is just pretty much known as the handyman around the entire, like, school, like, project. It's like saying, oh, I can do this and I can do that, but, oh, not amazing, though. Just good. Just good enough to get passing grades. The same thing with his, like, grades as well. They're just a little bit above average. And then he gets invited by, like, the school council president, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna invite you as the vice president. Why? Like, there's, like, ton of people here that already been by your side for ages. Oh, the thing that the vice president has to do is play Phantasy Star Online 2. I'm sorry, what? It's like, this is the best, like, you know, role you've ever had at school. Your job is to play MMO. And, like, to play a good one at that. Why? Like, why are they chosen? Oh, because, you know, we get to monitor and see, like, how, like, a lot of people play it in the school, because of course they do. And it's like, we need to monitor, and then that's how we keep a track on, like, everyone's social lives and stuff like that, so they ain't slacking, and then also as well focusing on their grades. That's pretty much what we're going to be there for, and we want to succeed, like, from the new guys, who's never really played it. You're like, you know, what did you experience from it? So he pretty much makes a character, goes in, his friend, like, you hear it, like, a few times beforehand as well, before he got this job offer, and it was like, hey man, yeah, you should play it sometime. I don't give a fuck. But then he plays it, and he meets this really cool robot, which those are the characters I've always wanted to play, which is like I think his name was like Soko, like the robot, and he had the gun, and he was like going in, and I'm like, oh, they're going against like all these cool fucking darkers and stuff like that, and it looked pretty actually cool from what the bits that we saw, and like even with like using, oh, he's destined for greatness because he managed to get a headshot without using the aim assist at all, and it's like, hey, you're pretty good. And the reveal was like, oh, he was the school president all along, like, it was her all along, like, and it's like, Itsuki's being kind of trained by her, and it's like, it was kind of stupid in a way, but overall, yeah, this was really, really mediocre for, like, an anime that's come out. Like, for the whole show just to be holding up about, like, hey, this is a game that you can play and all that, we're pretty much just going to be promoting. And it's the same thing with a lot of the shows. I mean, even Yu-Gi-Oh! As, like, I enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot, but a lot of the time the source material, like, it's just there to promote the fact that, hey, we've got this card game out, go buy our, like, products. Like, that's pretty much what this anime is. So you're not really expecting, like, a riveting story from it. The only thing that upsets me more, and the main reason of the video, I just want to bitch about, like, why we still haven't got Phantasy Star Online over here. Come on, SEGA, let us have the fucking game already. We need it, please. Like, the only way that you can get a like, English version, there's English versions out there. The only way that you have to do it, you have to do some bullshit where you have to change your IP address and stuff like that. So if you guys ever wanted to play Phantasy Star Online 2 in English, there you go. That's the way. It's all fully translated and everything. It's all ready to go. It's just they won't give us the license for some reason. We must have pissed them off. Also as well, can we, like, appreciate that there was Sonic in the school as well? If you noticed that, like, the whole little garden had, like, Sonic's face on it, like, Sonic Team. Not to mention as well that we had the whole school is called SEGA, like, okay, like, not SEGA, SEGA, like, it has to have the I in it, because you don't want to give it two away, you know, and overall, like, there really wasn't much to say. Like, honestly, I really wasn't enjoying most of the episode. I was just like, can we just get on to the parts that I actually like? Opening isn't that good. I kind of like the ending, and it's like, that's kind of cool. Because one of the things in, like, Phantasy Star Online is, like, oh, you get, like, idols. Like, I think, like, Hatsune Miku, like, that big idol, like, comes out in, like, the Phantasy Star Online world sometimes and actually does, like, a concert or something, which is, to be fair, that's actually kind of fucking cool. To be fair, like, if you can get, like, you get your idols and other crossovers in there. But even still, I just want Phantasy Star Online too. It's like, please, can we have that shit? I just got a genuine reason to talk about Phantasy Star Online finally, because the anime's out. And honestly, I'm not going to be keeping up with this show. Honestly, I wasn't that really entertained for the most of it. But you guys can watch it on Crunchyroll. If you do want to watch it, if you do have, I think there's a little bit of enjoyment you can get from it. But all I keep getting from it is just like, man, this is that game we're never going to get over here. Like, it's a shame. That's every time, so maybe that's just my own personal feelings to it. It's like, I get a little bit bitter when I was watching this episode, saying, oh, I want to do that. Like, I want to do that shit. Like, it's so up there. And it's there by hand's grip, but like, Sega just bitch slapping your hand going, no, you're not allowed the cool game. You're not allowed one of the coolest MMOs. Like, so... there we go, guys. So, honestly, it'll be ironic if after this video, they actually licensed it, so then this whole video should be fucking just ironic, really. They're like, oh, Panda's bitching about like Phantasy Star Online or PSO2, and we're not allowed it, and then it comes out. So, yeah, there we go. The pretty thing is that that's what's going to be happening, so I look like a fucking idiot, and there, it's a win-win. So, there you go. That's all for me, so thank you so much for watching, as always. Just 5, it was mediocre, really. Like, it wasn't too much average, like, it wasn't anything too special, but yeah, about 4 or 5, like, but I'll catch you guys, though, next time.